Hello, I know it's been a while. This video is for my cancer patients, and if you're just finding out, I know what you're going through, the different feelings, and your feelings are kind of like up and down, but know that you're not alone. So since my last video, I have an oncologist. I moved. I'm gonna share the good news first. I moved into a beautiful home. Um, not too far from where I used to live at. And I just want to give God all the glory because I asked him to move me before I started my first chemo treatment. And he moved me 5 days before my first chemo treatment. So I've started my first chemo treatment. I'm on the ACT, is what they call the ACT. The first set of full rounds. So I get 5 rounds of every 3 weeks of 2 different medicines. One starts with an A, the other one starts with a C. I don't remember the names because they're long, but the acronyms is ACT because the third medicine begins with a T, Toxol. I remember that one because it's a small one, and that's the second round, which will be every week. But I saw an oncologist, didn't like the first one, and then saw a second one, so that's why I just started chemo September 6th. Love my second oncologist, love the nurses. The first treatment, if you just hearing that you have breast cancer and you got to go through chemo, or maybe you was one of the lucky ones, didn't have to do chemo first. Well, nobody's lucky to have this crap, but maybe you was one of the ones that your lump is not too big, so you could go straight to surgery and afterwards you get a little chemo. The first treatment is not that bad at all. It's mostly your nerves that get to you. I really didn't have the nerves because I had a coworker walk me through step by step of what was going to happen. She's been through it 3 times, bless her heart. She's been an angel. So I really didn't have the nerves. So the treatment lasted a good 3 hours. And then, so the treatment lasted about 3 hours. The side effects, thank God, were minimal. It's not like you see on the movies, as soon as you get the chemo, you throwing up. It's none of that. I didn't get none of the nauseousness. The only thing I wanted to do was sleep. So for like 3-4 days, I just wanted to sleep. The day I received chemo treatment was on a Wednesday. When I got home at 5, I slept until the next day. Got up early in the morning because I still work. And signed on, set up my little office because I worked remote that day because I had a feeling that I probably would want to go into the office. And I was able to work the whole full day, but after the work day I was tired and went to sleep. Same thing Friday. Friday I didn't work a full day. I worked a half a day and had to sign off. But like I said, my side effects were minimal as far as that, but there's other side effects that take time to show up, like 2 weeks later. So it's 2 weeks now into my first treatment. I get my second round next week, and so after my treatment, the first 5 days I'm out of it, but then after that you start feeling really, really good. And I've been feeling really, really, like your energy is up there. And I know for me, the energy was up there. I felt such a bliss of joy and peace. Even now, I still continue to feel so much closer to God than I ever had before. And like I tell people, I pray and the prayers are being answered immediately. I can feel when it's shifted and it's been answered. When I pray for someone, and even praying for myself, they already answered. Like I told you before, this is already beat. So yeah, feeling good. Wednesday hit 2 weeks. So I'm like, oh, okay. I noticed. So that morning, I got this book. One of my California daughters, love her to death, told me to get this book. It's called His Princesses. And it's love letters from God to His princesses. So I bought the book. And Wednesday morning, I opened the book. I just randomly opened it, and it's like, Lord, give me the love letter you have for me today. And in the love letter is basically saying, it's okay to cry. You do not have to carry the burden. And though things get tough, it's okay to cry. Crying is healing. Crying is prayer. And it's okay to cry. Not like, this love letter is weird, Lord, because I'm feeling good. I don't have nothing to cry about. I've been feeling really, really good. Like I tell you, I've been walking in a bliss of joy and peace. So as the day go on, and then, I'm in the office, and, different people coming up to me, asking me, how you doing? After a while, it's like, okay. And then I notice my fingertips are starting to get dark. They look like I haven't washed them, but I wash my hands all the time, because one thing with chemo, you have to wash your hands all the time. You can't be around sick people. I have a mask. I have a mask that I have to wear when I go around crowds and whatever. So that's one of the signs. I don't know if you can see, but they start getting dark. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then when I got home that evening, sitting there relaxing, and I started to get ready for my shower, and I took my ponytail out, and when I took my ponytail out, there's all this hair. So my hair is like just coming out in my hand. That's why you see I got my little beanie on. It's not all the way gone. I will show you, because you know what, I'm being transparent. So it's not all the way gone. I'm on, but every time, but I did cut a lot of it myself. But every time, in fact, I can show you. Hey, this is for whoever might go through it. See, it just starts sliding out, every time I run my hands through it or comb through it. But I'm on my way to get it shaved and get fitted for a custom wig, my very own first custom wig. So I'm excited about that, because I'm going to have many, many different colors to switch up on. So it's just hair, right? It's just hair. It grows back, and it'll grow back even stronger and more beautiful. But last night was emotional, and it wasn't so much the hair, because like I said, it's just hair, and I've worn wigs before, because as a black woman I like switching it up, different color, burgundy hair, blonde hair, brown hair, but the emotional part was, because the hair's coming out, it started to really hit, like, wow, I really do have something in me that is going to affect my body, that's affecting my body. So, but to look on a lighter note, the chemo's working. Oh, testimony. My lump is smaller. I don't feel it like I used to before. Already my lump is smaller, and talking to other people that's been through it, they like, wow, it's smaller. You feel it shrinking. It done shrunk already. And I'm like, yes. And when before, you could just rub it. Just rub up against grazing. You ain't have to look for it. And you felt the rock. Now I have to go digging to feel it. And it don't feel the same size anymore. So thank you, Jesus. It's already shrinking, and it don't have anything to do with the chemo. But just keep believing. Stay strong. Know that you're not alone. And it's really not as bad as people say. I have my second round next week, and things might change as the chemo starts breaking down the immune system, but either way, it's still not as bad as people make it out to be, because one thing for sure, it could be beat. And it's already beaten. Thank you, Jesus. I've been taking my medicine 2 days a week, in the morning and night. Psalms 91. The Lord is my no. I'm gonna say the Lord is my shepherd. No, that's not it. I know it. It's just that when I'm put on the spot, sometimes I forget the words. But I will give you an update. I might post them shaving my head, and you seeing my custom wig, or maybe I'll just come back on later and just show y'all what the process was. I might show you the process. I don't know, but also, if you can, join the American Cancer Society, because it's also a good group to vent. If you want to vent to family and friends, if you're like me, got to be happy and strong for everybody else, in need, and just want somebody who don't know you to vent to. American Cancer Society is really good to vent to. But as a Christian woman and a praying woman, and know I already got this beat, it's okay. And basically what I learned last night, when God told me it's okay to cry, it's okay. It doesn't mean you giving up. It doesn't mean you don't trust the Lord. You just have one of your days. David cried out all the time, but he loved the Lord. Even Jesus cried out right before, like, Lord, can you take this away from me? But if it's your will, then your will be done. And so, God, your will be done, you know. And if it's His will for me to beat this, you know. So, okay, have a wonderful evening. Bye.